Hello there, Edison players, and welcome back to another tournament review. Today we'll be doing round 2 of the Edison World Championship qualifier that we had at Antwerp last weekend. So yeah, let's hop into the first of many feature matches. We have Thomas on the left playing Dragons against Youri on the right playing Aliens. So definitely a bit of a unique choice there. But I really like the deck. It's a bit of slow, grindish deck until you really get into your alien lines with your Cosmic Fortress Golgar. We see Alien Warrior coming down. Youri has to explain the card. It's not something you see every day. But basically, when it's destroyed, I believe, you get to distribute 2 alien counters and monsters that battle with a monster with alien counters. The monster with the counters loses attack points, something like that. So just conservatively going to set 2 cards. No, I'm mistaken. Thomas is not on Dragons. He's on Vayu, I believe. Gonna see Magic Planter sending away the Phoenix Chain, followed by Offerings to the Snake Deity, which is a sort of an Icarus attack, except you don't tribute as cost, so the monster has to remain on the field. So yeah, Thomas playing around that. Apparently I'm wrong. Monster apparently does not have to stay on the field. That's odd. Yes, I'm wrong. But Raiko will be taking out the Alien Warrior. And just a few more set cards. Yeah, that alien deck is full of traps. We saw no good mills from the Vayu side of the table. But Reinforcements of the Army, that's an incredible card in the strategy. Searching the Dark Refer, and depending on what other darks Thomas has in hand, he should be able to get going, but looks like he doesn't have any good targets, so Card Trooper it is, going in for 1900 points of damage. Not bad, not bad. Youri has a Card Trooper of his own. The deck is full of Trooper monsters as well. Not just Card Trooper, but also Vortex Trooper, Alien Shock Trooper. Bit of an archetype of its own. Anyway, Youri's Card Trooper will be running into Dimensional Prison. Hate it when that happens, but again, no good mills on Thomas' side of the table, but his Dark Refer is live now. Going to pitch a Vayu from his hand to send probably... a Necrogarna. Okay. So he's playing the long game, knowing that Sirocco is still a decent top deck later in the game, probably. And here we see Alien Ammonite. It's a junk synchron-like effect. It reborns an alien monster. Alien Ammonite is a level 1 tuner. So probably in main phase 2, after these attacks go through, which they don't, Thomas uses Necrogarna to protect Dark Refer for next turn. But in main phase 2, indeed, we are going to see a synchro summon for magical androids. So Youri going to gain some life points in the end phase. He's still at 3100 now, so should be able to survive 1 or 2 hits. Yeah, there's no continuous traps in play yet, so going for the Cosmic Fortress Golgar wouldn't have been the best idea. But now Thomas has to think. He did keep his Greffer alive. There we have the Sirocco in the hand. Going to pitch Blake from the deck. So now Thomas can go for multiple Synchro monsters from the extra deck. He has the Vayu alive, he has the Blake. Yeah, we're going to see that Vayu being activated. Going to summon out the Armed Wing, which is notably not big enough to attack over magical androids. But we also see Blake. And on resolution, I believe, Youri will be activating a trap card. Torrential Tributes. So that Plague Spreader is gonna get banished. The Armed Wing is in the graveyard, but there's no additional Vayu. Limit Reverse going to be used to special summon the Alien Ammonite. Limit Reverse is sort of a Call of the Haunted, but only for monsters with 500 or less attack. So he's going to draw 2 more cards with Magic Planter, and here we see Exiled Force, one of the tech cards. It has great synergy with Limit Reverse and Call of the Haunted that Youri is playing, so bit of a heads-up tech there. But Cyber Dragon is going to try to run it over. But imagine compulsing a Cyber Dragon. So Thomas is going to bring it out. Main phase 2. Maybe that's a bit of a misplay. Because right now the Exiled Force is going to eat well. Oh no, it won't yet. So Cyber Dragon gets to live another turn. But if I were in Thomas's place, I'd get pretty suspicious about this. Like, what other trap cards are there? Maybe something like Mirror Force or Deep Prison to take care of the Cyber Dragon. Charger of the Light Brigade comes down, adding a Raikou from the deck to the hand. I believe that's his third and final Raikou, so... But yeah, it has to deal with the Exiled Force, otherwise it will just pop the Raikou. But yeah, we're gonna see that scenario unfold anyway. Exiled, destroy the Raikou, no bluff set there. Imagine if he had a Vayu to bluff set. And just having to pass the turn. So as I said, Alien, pretty low monster count. But yeah, no pressure from Vayu side either. So you're just going to set a monster, which could be the Card Trooper, the Vortex Trooper, the Sangan, could be anything. Thomas going to have a good look at his graveyard. Maybe counting Darks. But I think he has well over 3 at this point. We see Vayu being normal summoned, attacking over the Vortex Trooper, drawing a card. It shares that effect with a Card Trooper. Ah, here's Alien Ammonite, excellent top deck. Reborning the Alien Warrior. And it's immediately going for the Cosmic Fortress, which has 2600 attack points. It's pretty large for a level 5 Synchro monster. Thomas reading the card. And here we're going to see Cosmic Fortress Golgar in action. Limit Reverse brings back the Vortex Trooper and the Exiled Force. And it looks like first he's going for the big damage. So that's 18 over the Vayu. And we should see Exiled Force going in directly. No threat from Gorse. And in phase 2, Youri is going to bounce his Revival Traps to the hand. The monsters get destroyed and Golgar gets 2 counters. Additionally, Youri gets to draw a Vortex Trooper. So here we see the synergy of the deck in full swing, and yeah, has a full back row. Set 5, Feel Alive. Yeah, this is tough. I think Thomas would need like a Heavy Storm to swing the advantage back into his side of the table. But he's not slamming it down, so I'm assuming he doesn't have it. Or he's debating whether he wants to fight a potential Starlight Road. No, just a singular set. But Cosmic Fortress Golgar can remove 2 alien counters to destroy a card in the field. We see Mystical Space Typhoon being chained and Limit Reverse being chained. So the Vortex Trooper gets to be revived and destroyed, and that nets Youri another card. Alien Shock Trooper, the normal monster of the deck, comes in. 1900 damage plus 2400, and now Thomas has the Gorse. Still in the battle phase, Youri is going to resurrect Exiled Force, and Rise of the Snake DT clears the way for Exiled Force to attack for game. So that is a 1-0 for the alien player. Duelists are going to dive into their side deck. Let's see where I can skip this a bit. Yeah, they're shuffling up, going into game number 2. Thomas should be able to start, and I think Youri is in the advantage here, because game 2, you get to side against the matchup that you're familiar against, or familiar with, I should say. But as the Vayu player, you're siding against something that you might not be familiar with. So Ammonite going to be shuffled back into the deck rather than the Shock Trooper. So this might be telegraphing a bottomless or a battle trap, I was going to say, but no, nothing like that. we saw a Sirocco being milled, but we also saw that Youri has the Shadow Imprisoning Mirror and the Imperial Iron Wall, so it's gonna be pretty tough for Vayu to play through this. Let's see. Nope, no Heavy Storm, but there is a Call of the Hunt that's bringing back the Shock Trooper. That's 1900 damage coming in. But yeah, cannot activate the Bottomless Trap Hole since the Imperial Iron Wall is on the field. Tom's going to draw another card. Just going to set a monster. Is it a Raikou? No, it's just a Vayu, but Vayu's not going to do anything in the graveyard. And adding insult to injury, here is Consecrated Light. We see Charge of the Light Brigade sending Card Trooper, Chaos Sork, and Lure of Darkness. But unfortunately, it looks like Thomas is not playing the Lila, so he's just going to have to set the Raikou and wait. Hopefully it's not going to get eaten alive by an Exiled Force or a card like that. Come on, it's time to make a decision. Just set your Raikou. Maybe there's something bigger waiting in the hand. Oh, going to normal summon Raikou. Okay. Going to try to attack over the Consecrated Light, and that is successful. So maybe Thomas has like a Book of Moon set. That would be incredible. Because right now the Imperial Iron Wall is being a pain, as well as the Shadow Imprisoning Mirror that we know about, and there is a second Consecrated Light. So things are snowballing downhill for Thomas. Going to reread Consecrated Light. Dark monsters cannot be normal summoned or special summoned or declare an attack or activate their effects even. Of course, the Vayu deck is full of dark monsters. So Shock Trooper will attack over Blake, that's a dark monster. And Thomas is just drawing back row. But even, yeah, some of the back row cards he has will be dead against the Imperial Iron Wall. If you're playing like Bottomless, Deep Prison, Karma Cut maybe. Yeah, and here Thomas is pretty much a sitting duck. Youri can keep drawing trap cards for later in the duel. Another Vayu, yeah. This is why I like playing Icarus attack, even in a Vayu deck. Because, you know, having advantage, being able to have spot removal is a big advantage. We're gonna see Cosmic Vulture's Golgar hit the field. Thomas is going to try to activate Bottomless. Maybe he wants to chain a card. Yeah, I remember this judge call. So players are going to confirm with the judge. Can you activate Bottomless Trap Hole under Imperial Iron Wall and then potentially chain a Mystical Space Typhoon? But no, you cannot. So it's going to gain the 2 counters. I'm going to destroy the unknown back row. The Tornado will be chained. So it did have removal. So yeah, that is going to connect. And Youri is going to play around the potential Dimensional Prison, not going to attack. Because he knows that next turn he can accrue some advantage again with the Golgar effect. Yeah, Thomas just has to set monsters, set back row. It's not looking good for him, but he has to win this game in order to make it to the game number 3. He's pretty low on life points. And here we see Ammonite again. So could potentially go for Synchro level 6. Here's Call of the Haunted for the Shock Trooper. So going to make maybe a second Golgar? No, an Android. Which will get hit by Bottomless Trap Hole. But now the Golgar gets to bounce those revival traps back to the hand, gain 2 counters. Remove the 2 counters, probably to destroy the monster. Yeah, not taking any risks. destroying the set Armageddonites and attacking. Is that game? Yeah, looks like it is game. So guys, thank you for watching this round 2 feature match of our Edison World Championship qualifier. There's many more to come, so make sure to like and subscribe, and bye.